take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Even blood across it where the blood dealer. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to drink it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one. Number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house.
PA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Washington football team and the San Francisco 49ers. For a chance to come back to this very stadium in 2 weeks' time, we are off and running in the NFC Championship. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
I'm still going to box you. I'm still going to box you, fella. Let me get down in his box.
Now an option play on second down.
Damn it.
Chubb will have the first down and much more. And down right around the 37. A first down there on a pickup of 25. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
You're going to stretch me to death, sir. I'm going to box you. Stretch me to death, fella. Get that.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. We'll call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 49ers' 38-yard line.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Able to find his running back, Geis.
I couldn't get it.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
God damn, this shit, let me
A
get that.
great play there.
I'll
38
get it next time. I'll get it next
and
time.
Washington has taken a first-quarter
I
lead.
will get that next time.
Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was
I
pretty
will
clinical
get
right
that
there.
next
Yeah,
time.
they didn't treat it like it was a
Do
playoff
that
game in
again.
January, did that?
No, look,
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Oh, Lord. He asking for it? Oh, he really asking for it? He asking for it?
they'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Greer operating from the gun. He's going to rifle.
Throwing dimes! Throwing dimes! Will Greer!
Touchdown!
The man!
Raheem Mostert, 70 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Washington.
Not gonna have you running stretch all day.
A run for Nick Chubb.
Get him! What y'all doing?
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
He coming with some type of screen. A power run. Must be.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
7. 49ers 6.
Gotta be coming with some type of screen.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now Haskins to throw it. Being chased out left. Incomplete.
Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that. Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Put him down just now.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Get that bitch!
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
There it is, you'll get that
The
tackle.
drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first down, this is Geis. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
48-yard line.
I ain't gonna let you do it, fella.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
I refuse to let you do it, fella.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Refuse to let you do it, fella. Put you right there. Stuff everything.
Chubb on the
Stuff
counter.
everything.
Forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Let you do that. I refuse, fella. You will earn this today. You will put it in this game. You ain't trying with this game. You got to earn it.
From the gun, it's Haskins.
Crazy. Get it.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
And I take that.
Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm cutting ass right now. You cannot disturb this. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
I was never here. I don't know what that fella doing. He crazy?
Now Mostert, and he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Mostert, the ball
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 4-yard pickup there.
They got nothing to do with it. He's running his play there.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Another hot dime out here. Hot dimers. Hot dimers out here. Another one of them hot dimes.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, it's Greer. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
He can stick with somebody. His big ass.
And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Chase Young able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
I see you, big boy. Oh, that pitch.
And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Damn, Will, you fucked that one up. Ooh, you fucked that one up.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Greg Stroman back deep for Washington.
Fucked that one up for me.
This will be fielded at the 17. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Their own 27-yard line.
You fucked that one.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
They run the option on 2nd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Haskins on 1st down.
In that trouble.
Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
You should have got that pick,
Washington.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
That boy should have got that pick.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Charles ain't kicking no field goal.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, probably. Try to kick the field goal. Field goal return. What the fuck? Field goal return. Where that? What the fuck? Oh, there you go.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
Miss.
And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Once again, it's
Mostert. That fucker don't block.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing on third down, Greer. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is taken in. It's complete.
You went for the wrong person.
49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A full 40 yards that time on third down as the chains move with a lot of room to spare. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Having a whale of a game.
Here's Mostert, toss left side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
We're in the third quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. A play fake. Now Greer to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw on third down. Greer. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down. The passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Let me catch them.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt.
I miss.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Under 10, under 10. 36, 36.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb.
I'm not going to let you
And
do
he is
that.
met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins looking for Campbell
Woo!
downfield.
I ain't going to let you do it, fella. No, it's a fight
The long
in
one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
I ain't going to let him do it. I see a screen coming. I see a screen coming. Something stupid.
3rd down, here's Haskins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
Boys coming
And the
through.
Washington 1st down.
Y'all boys tell you they coming through for this fella here. They ain't got to want to try to come through.
Now Chubb.
Oh, I miss him! I
He's
miss
got
him!
first down and
I
more
miss
inside
him!
the 30. Touchdown!
I miss
Washington.
him! Oh, Lord!
Nick Chubb, 42
Damn, I miss
yards.
him!
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
I'll get him next time.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Underdog, yeah. I know underdog, yeah. I missed that. I missed that tackle on me. That tackle on me. I miss him all the way.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 46-yard line.
Mostert. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Check 15, check 15. Whip, 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 whip. Watch
This is Mostert. Mostert hit and he drops the ball. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game. And ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
That's tough right there. That one was tough. That's a tough one. That was a tough one.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
49-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
That's tough.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 4.
We got 3, folks. We got 3.
That bitch just make me.
Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit. Check. Lucky.
I'm still gonna stuff that shit.
He's coming. We got double up.
I still gonna stuff that shit, 3.
Running the sweep.
Come on, boy. Hey, I'm gonna stuff that
play
shit.
will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the
Still
49.
gonna stuff that shit, nigga.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
I still gonna stuff that shit.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin.
Look at that shit.
It's intercepted at the goal line.
Look at that
Hits by
shit.
Emmanuel Mosley. And a
That's
big
how you do
turnover
it.
there as his guys
That's
will
how
get the
you do
football
it, fella.
back. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you
That's
talk
how
about
you
is
do
taking
it,
care of the
fella.
football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open
That's
for the
how you do it.
opposition.
I got
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
I got to score. I can't be
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play was.
I got to score.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Off play action, Greer. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And
Dots,
before he's out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Open man
I
is
got the
Samuel, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
I got to score and go 2-point play. I got no time.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Play action. It's Greer.
Damn, he picked it again. That bitch just jumped. That bitch ain't trying to get the ball.
Brandon, offensively,
That bitch
this is
ain't
the
trying to
turning
get the
point.
fucking
Trying to
ball.
find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult.
bitch ain't
I've got to
trying
give
to
a lot
get
of
the
credit to
fucking
the
ball.
secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
That bitch didn't even try.
On 1st down,
Come
they'll
here,
run with
bitch.
Chubb.
Come here, bitch.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
That bitch should have jumped the fucking ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, right? Check. Switch.
Yes, sir.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington.
Yes, sir. New shoe with the ride.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And again, it's Chubb.
That nigga.
That's a gain of 11.
D4.
Would have been a first down
Oh, my
if not for
God.
that
How the
penalty
fuck did
moments
you get
ago.
hurt?
Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
They find some open field here. And they're going to have this
I can't see.
inside the 45. A big
Everybody
hitter
fucking
there. A
hurt.
first down gain of 26 yards.
I used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot.
got him.
When we got in these situations and they were
Just
carrying
outside
us
field
home,
goal
I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan,
Damn.
just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And
Had
all
to
night
do
long,
something.
he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Hello?
On the option, Haskins.
Oh, they didn't let me get him.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Trying to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll run with Chubb.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. On the carry, it's Chubb. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
3rd and goal at the 4-yard line.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal at the 3-yard line.
I feel like kicking the field goal. You're going to waste the clock. And there's nothing to do about it. You're going to kick the field goal, though. You're wasting the clock. Nah, bro. Smart little fucker. Smart fucker.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be intercepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
What the hell?
Let's go. Check 31. Check 31. Check 52.
What the hell is this fella doing?
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Raheem Mostert.
Ask him to get ran on.
And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
Ask him to get ran on.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to react.
No, they fucking didn't let
Pressure there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Good thing that one counted.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
I ain't got no timeouts. Oh, you won this one, mate.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Don't be smart. Yeah, boy.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Work out. Ah, he kneeling. He's fucking kneeling.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
No, this one ain't come down here to kneel, bro.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.
Africa come kneel the ball there. Good game, fella. Damn, that fumble killed me.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl.
Tonight's finals, Washington.
Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side.